Hiya, Hertz here, checking into War Robots. Welcome to the War Robots Ultimate Free-to-Play Guide number 2, a peek at your second week. By this point in time, you're likely going to be around level 23, where the workshop, titans, and pilots are made available to you. But this also changes the black market prizes, as if you check here, see, the super chest will get changed, gold chests, and the what's this called? The silver chest will change, but the bronze chest really won't change at that point. And that changes those, but there will be more on that later. So, starting off with the topic of workshop, there's a lot to choose from. As you can see, the plethora, oh man, they're still loading, a plethora of robots to choose from. But I'll try to narrow it down for you. To start with, the speed of which you want to obtain a robot is affected by the quality. To put simply, epic robots can be built at 80 components daily per workshop slot, whilst legendaries give only 60, making legendaries take 25% longer on average to obtain. Maxed workshop, which is 6 slots, takes about 21 days to build an epic and 28 for a legendary. If you're very first starting off with a bot, it's probably going to take about a month and a half to 2 months if it's a legendary to get it, but once you get all the slots, you'll build them much quicker. But without further ado, let's see the bots that I would recommend if you want to build things quickly. So, going back here, here's your options. First up, we have the epic beacon runner, Loki. Loki has infinite stealth as long as it's in its ability, but the weapons are deactivated. It's an extremely good beacon runner, and like I said, it's an epic. You can acquire it quite quickly. Only problem is, not the greatest HP, and it will get deleted as soon as someone has quantum radar, or if someone just decides to start shooting at you with a few weapons, because they can still hit you not that hard. But they won't be able to hit you fully though, because you're in full stealth. Next up, we have Falcon, specifically T-Falcon. So, once you get Falcon, you're going to have to get the pilot, but you don't need to get specifically the legendary pilot. Any pilot will suffice, and you have to get the T-Falcon, because if you don't run T-Falcon, Falcon will get shredded in an instant. But once you have T-Falcon, which basically gives him, like Bernadette Wolf, 60% more HP, T-Falcon will work really well. The epic brawler build, Raven, which is over here for me, because somehow I have a little bit of components for him, you need Nessa Rigs for him, because this is the only way he's going to work. He's got to have that stealth. But he's also a really good build because he's got pretty good firepower. Now, an epic assassin, Pursuer, which is over here. Pursuer is not bad as an assassin, except that he doesn't really have the good firepower. He's going to get overpowered pretty quick, but if you have some good lights, he'll work as an assassin. But also the epic healer, which is Mender. I do actually recommend if you want to build a healer, because if you get the legendary pilot Maria Leclerc, she will literally dominate your matches, because healing your HP, Mender, is nearly unstoppable. But the rest of the epics, if you come through here, are not really a worthwhile investment, and a lot of the epics, you pretty much need the pilot. Other than Loki, they like or need the pilot. Now, moving on, I'm going to start giving you the ideas for the legendary bots. So let's come over here. First up, totally incorrectly, because I got a skyrocket over here, Skyros. Skyros is my recommendation for the beacon runner build, because if you have the pilot, you really need the pilot for Skyros. You will do really, really well. Now, for the tank build, let's see here. You want to build Fenrir. Luckily enough, if you're a PC or Android player, you have a really high likelihood. For PC players, it's like guaranteed. But if you're Android build user, you're going to most likely get the Fenrir for free. Sorry, iOS players, you don't get the Fenrir for free. Legendary brawler Ravana. Where are you? There you are. Ravana is an extremely good bot. Highly recommend it, but you would like to have the pilot. You don't necessarily have to have the pilot to make Ravana work, but you're going to probably want to get him as soon as possible. Legendary healer of Demeter. Where is she? Alright, Demeter. God, is this thing annoying. Probably more annoying than Mender, because it can save a Titan on its last leg. Really likes its pilot, but you really don't need the pilot to make Demeter work exceptionally well. But it does recommend having the pilot. Now also, the legendary assassin. Where is he? Scorpion. Scorpion is a great bot. Now, granted, there is the Shin Lao that has been released that is basically a much updated, better version of Scorpion. But you don't really need him. Just build a Scorpion. He's still going to kick some serious butt. Now, for my personal opinion on the absolute best bot to build first, and you probably know what that's going to be. Skyros. I cannot tell you enough why Skyros is my best opinion. Well, I actually can, because that's what this video is about. Skyros is literally absurd because with his legendary pilot, which will be quite easy to obtain, let me explain why. When you're building a bot in the workshop, when it's your very first bot, look at this. I only have 3 slots unlocked. I'll be getting this slot in like 2 or 3 more days. So it's going to take me forever to build Skyros, but it's more like 2 months. So you have double the amount of time as a normal build if you had all the slots unlocked to get the pilot. You have a really, really good chance of getting Skyros' pilot. In fact, when I leveled up to level 23, the very first legendary pilot I saw in the shop was Theseus. Theseus is pretty common in the shop. I saw him 3 times while re-rolling to get, what was her name? Bernadette Wolf. So it's going to be pretty easy to get his pilot, and you'll most likely have him well before you have Skyros. But you also, like I said, you have 2 months to get the pilot. And not to mention, he is the best free-to-play bot, in my opinion. Now, why is that? Because Skyros is rad. A really annoying distraction. Skyros is the definition of a jack of all trades. He's one of the best beacon runners, a great assassin, and most importantly, in ball form with Theseus, he is a giga tank, meaning he is quite literally the definition of unkillable. You've seen Fenrir's on the battlefield walking around kicking some butt and also taking a lot of hits. But once a Titan rolls up, well, Skyros just rolls away. Or Skyros just sits there looking at 4 Titans and says, nuh-uh, because it ain't gonna die to those. It's pretty much unkillable by any means as long as you have the legendary pilot. Modules aren't even required that much on Skyros. Let me see here. If you check out Skyros' information, what are you gonna do? Make him go faster? He's already got great speed. And he gets even faster. 85% damage reduction and okay health. And his Aegis shield is a great protection. And not only that, because of the modules not being an absolute necessity, weapons by this point you've stocked up on. And since he has a light, a medium, and a heavy, he's jack of all trades. You win a light weapon, you could slap him on Skyros. You win a medium, Skyros. You win a heavy, guess what? Skyros. And not only that, Skyros is insanely good at PvE. Because of his specific absorber shield that only protects him and his defense systems, he practically platinum stages stage 1 and stage 2 without even breaking a sweat. My Fenrir already does that, but if you're not lucky enough to get the Fenrir from that daily quest line for 14 days of logging in, Skyros is your next best option, or just Fenrir again, but I recommend Skyros first because of the jack of all trades. But now that we've talked all about the workshop that I could give info on, let's move on to Titans. So, let's run down. This is not, don't buy him, don't buy Kid, because you already have one. Arthur and Ao Ming, bad, just don't buy them. They're not worthwhile the investment. Nodens, Minos, Sharangar, Muramets, also, all of them, not worthwhile of an investment. Legitimately, the only worthwhile investment here is Luchador. And that's the problem. If you come back over here and check the super chest, there's literally Rook, Siriuses, Aethers, Indras, Luchadors. Heimdall's not exactly going to be a great. Newton's also not insanely good at this, but any of those prizes is a way better Titan than what you could possibly buy. I've been saving for ages, 853 platinum. So it's not like I'm going to be using that. And then it even gets even funnier. If you save your platinum and win a Titan, let's just say you win Luchador, look how much platinum I have been saving. This is actually quite a lot. If I were to win a Luchador, let's say right now, and I waited till a 25% event dropped, I'd have about 1,000 platinum already in storage, ready to upgrade Luchador to probably about level 50, as long as there was a good 40% reduction on price for the upgrades. So not only that, you get the free Titan pilot, which you can just wait to save on and then slap them on there. And you can just save platinum all the way until you need it. So just don't buy any Titans, don't buy any Titan weapons, just wait till you win them. Now, moving on to pilots. Pilots cost gold, right? Well, this is where a bit of an odd recommendation that I have comes in. Gold is not exactly used for too much in the game, as of now, but its value is nearly immeasurable, capable of, under the right circumstances, specifically a 40% faster upgrades, not cheaper, faster upgrades. You can level a robot like, let's see here, Fenrir, all the way to Mark II, like, in a minute. Because, look, If you have 40% faster upgrades, it means you have to spend less gold speeding that upgrade up. And you can just upgrade as long as you have a ton of silver. I've been saving for a while. As long as you have a ton of silver, you can just upgrade, spend the gold, upgrade, spend the gold. You just repeat that process until he's level 12. Mark him up. Mark 2 Finra right then and there. Not gonna. You only spend about maybe gonna guesstimate 5-ish thousand gold on total on that. That's not too bad, but you really want to wait for those 40% faster upgrades. And not only that, backing up to pilots, they also cost gold, as you can see. And my rule of purchasing pilots is simple. If you're in progress of building a bot like me with Skyros, get the pilot. And if you have and use it, you have to have the bot and be currently using it. Don't buy a pilot just because you happen to have the bot in your hangar but you're not using it, because that's just a waste of gold. If you have the robot and you are currently using it and you like it, get the pilot as well. But if neither apply, then just don't get the pilot, because save your gold for on a rainy day when you actually need it. Now, lastly, let's talk about the black market. The bronze and silver chests, these two, are not a worthwhile investment whatsoever. Only the 1000 key chest is worthwhile, but always save your keys, and under any circumstances, never spend those keys until you see at minimum 150% super chest boost. I know those are the 120%, and I know you're eyeing it like, what about that one? No, it's not a worthwhile boost. Just keep saving your keys to 150%. If you see 200%, instantly spend whatever keys you have on this gold chest. If it's near the end of the event, spend all your keys. Like, let's say the last 5 to 6 days, spend all your keys, even if you have to open a few of these. You would rather get the double progress than opening some of these and then barely not reaching it because you didn't open some of these without the booster. Now, it only takes about 9,000 keys for a super chest without any boosters. 200% booster means only about 4,500 keys. At the moment, right now, I am about 95% sure if a 200% event dropped, I would instantly get the black market super chest. So, I'm already prepared for that. Just keep saving those keys, everyone. Well, I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed, and I would like to say thank you so much for the 18 subs. And once again, I'm Hertz, checking off. Hiya, checker 2 real fast. I cannot believe this. I spent 700 gold. Yeah, actually, it's exactly 700 gold. That may have been an ouch on my part, but my goodness, was it worth it. We just got Bernadette Wolf. Probably the best investment I have made into this game so far. So, you know exactly what I'm doing. Sorry for any background noise, but let's assign Bernadette Wolf, and let's see what we get. That's really good. I am very happy with that. Okay, that's a good pilot skill. We just lost our Aegis shield, but we just gained 60,000 HP. So yeah, a very worthwhile investment. Hertz, checking out.